We got you, then Junior, then Rob is the batting order here. But it's quite the project, and just, share about it from your perspective and what you saw God do. So you got prepared stuff. So.
Well, the truth of the matter is I'm old, and if I don't have it written down, I'll forget along the way.
Introduce yourself.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jim Tate, and one of the blessed men to call myself an elder here at Bethel. And it is, what a wonderful day to celebrate so much, but really the issue is God called each one of us here out of darkness and into light. And that is what motivates us, I believe. But we called it, we constantly are calling this the concrete project or something like that. And I was thinking a lot about this after Seth asked me to share for half an hour. And I really want to call it the community building project that provided the body with a new parking lot. What do I mean by a community building? Well, much can be made about all the individuals that made up this parking lot a reality, and I can't say enough about that. Over 50 people that gave of their time, talent, money, and bodies to honor Jesus Christ. And I really believe it was an act of worship. I'd love to talk more about that, but I'll cut the time back. And in an elder meeting in April or May, I can't remember. That's why I write things down. And we discussed and agreed to move forward with this project, and many ideas were examined, and two things kept rising up in our discussion, and I started taking note of it. We need to do something about the parking lot, straightforward, easy to agree on, and what a great way to build community. What a great way to get guys together to do a project and see what happens. What could fail? We could just give up and hire it done, right? So, but the most exciting thing I found right away was when we started putting the team together, was how can we build unity and support and at the same time encourage guys to step out. And the team was led by Rob. He stepped up, knocked it out of the park. Just amazing. And I'm proud to belong to a body of believers that put others before themselves, and these men and women who serve, and in this neighborhood, not perfectly, but they weathered many obstacles and pointed others to Jesus along the way. So it's just a delight to see Jesus Christ working in a group. And what do I mean by that? Well, in the beginning, we had a lot of rain, and a lot of rain. And it was hard to schedule concrete, it was hard to schedule people, and it made everything just messy. And so we learned a couple things along the way. One was we needed somebody to be a contact person to call. And that in one of our parking lot meetings, which we held in the parking lot, we came up with that need is, Rob says, I can't do all that. And I said, I can't do that. And Junior didn't say nothing. And, well, Terry could do it, and so Terry stepped in and filled a great need. So it's just, and that's how this project has went. And we had unbelievable support from everybody. The first few weeks, the verdict was out. The first two or three pours, the verdict is out. What are these guys really doing? But pretty soon it became evident that, oh, they're getting concrete on the ground, and it was positive. And there's so many people that stepped up providing equipment, equipment of various kinds. It's just amazing. And then it started spreading to some businesses in the area where they started providing some things to us. And because of the people here sharing, some of the cement truck drivers started saying, "What are you guys doing? What is going on here?" And said, "Well, it's all volunteer. We're trying to make a parking lot." And a couple guys said, "Well, that's the kind of church I want to be involved with." So it's just fun to see what building community does to a body, what building community does with a group of guys. And we had great times of bantering, great times of interacting over details, great times of praying and asking God to give us direction. And we had a number of guys that say, "I'm going to miss this. I want to keep getting together." I'm like, okay, that's cool. And some relationships developed that would have never developed had we not had a project like this. And so Jesus showed up, the Holy Spirit manifested himself, and relations were built. One of the testimonies I heard towards the end, coming from Patty, was amazing to me. She said, "What is going on? I've never seen a room full of guys all talking." Well, we had something to talk about, That was. And by the way, Patty, thank you for the egg bake. That's what knit the group together. That's why they kept coming back. Well, men of all ages were involved in this project, and it's such a blessing to those involved. And what's really cool is we got to enjoy a lot of hard work and a lot of good conversations, and you guys get to enjoy and be blessed with a parking lot. So thank you, guys.
Thanks, Jim.
I'm going to do what Jim said, not say anything. No, what I got out of it is I got to work with Jim, Rob, Brad, Tracy, Brennan, us guys that work together a lot, Greg Mitchell. It was just such a blessing to work with these guys. They're super guys to work with.
Yeah, pretty much what these two guys said, so. No. I ran into somebody I hadn't seen for a while, and the question was, "How was your summer?" And I said, "I had a fun summer. We poured concrete." And evidently, not everybody can put those two words together in the same sentence, fun and concrete, but it truly was, as Jim has so eloquently mentioned, it was fun. Relationships that were established, people that you knew, but you didn't know. If you pour concrete together, you kind of have a bond. So I guess a couple of folks that aren't here tonight, I don't want to, everybody participated. We had over 55 volunteers. The congregation participated because we had the funds to do it. So everybody had a part in this, but I wanted to shout out a few people that aren't here tonight, but Tracy and Brennan Frink are father and son out of Louisville that were here on every pour. They did all of the finish work. So all of the floating, all the brooming work, all the edging, the curb, those guys were here after everybody else was gone. So I wanted to say a shout out to them. Jim's already mentioned, but a shout out to Patty, who kept us hydrated with water, kept us fed with pizza, and she even made egg bake a couple of times, which really helped with recruiting, because when we had a morning pour, everybody knew there was egg bake coming, so we had some of our biggest groups that day. But To me, and it kind of echo what Jim said, the parking lot is nice. It's a nice, solid foundation to people to park on, but it's a side benefit. It really is. It's the community that was developed through this process was just amazing. So I want to thank everybody that participated. And as I say, if you weren't out there raking concrete, you were participating in some form, because we had the funds. So that's it.
Hey, where are you going? Hey, come on back. Jim. I got the microphone now. Now you're all in big trouble. Because you all know I can talk. Yeah, just time out. Yeah, it was really neat to watch. Did you want to say anything about that picture that I forgot to put in here? Okay. There was a picture I was hoping to get Rob with, but I forgot to put it in here. There's a picture of Tracy, and B.J. Colby brought his Fairmont Christian School class out to watch the concrete pour one day. And here's Tracy, and Tracy's been on job sites, and he's a rough and tumble, like very capable builder guy. He's not the kind of guy you're like, oh, I bet that guy's going to be awesome with kids, right? You're like, you just don't see this natural affinity. But Merwin got this photo and showed it to Rob, and it was impactful, we could say, because it had Tracy, and then it had 5 of these Fairmont Christian School kids, and Tracy had them over there, and he was showing them how to finish the concrete, and just this wonderful, beautiful moment. So there were so many awesome, good things that happened. So thank you guys. Thank you for all you did. You did hours and hours, and the team and the guys. So thank you for everything you did. It was amazing. We appreciate it.